Good morning, Julia. It's me, Joe. Wait, hold on. How's it going? What's going on? Let me set this all up. Everyone, please like the stream. I'm like dizzy. Let me put on a music. It's so hot I can't do anything. Let's see. It is hot here too. Let me turn up the fan. To do something and I don't know what it is. But hey, Anemone, Mobbin, Sidonia, Gray, Queen. Yeah, I did. I did eat some. I ate 3 eggs, an apple.
Actually, you're wrong! I looked at those files, I checked that shit out, and you are lying. There is child porn there. I watched the child porn. I downloaded it!
Tip $13.37.
Thank you, Chagad, for the 1337 and the very first Numby. I still can't remember what I was going to do. Doing music, I'm starting gummies again. I'm hoping it comes back to me. Oh. I'm gonna turn my fan up. It's like 80 degrees in here actually. I'm a bit overheated. Hey Lily, hey Matthew. So please like the stream. And if you're on Kick, gummies are good. I feel like gummies hit harder. Maybe because other edibles have like substance to it. Gummies are just like gummies. If you don't mind liking. Hi, Frankie. Edibles don't work on you. Hi, baby. Meaty cow. Meaty cow time. Hey, baby. So. Hi, baby.
My seeds our dreams are made. He's my dream like I just got paid. No joyride fee is free today. We don't
$8 for 100 milligrams pack. How many are in there? Why don't you relax, Frankie? It's not time yet. The ones that I got are 50 each. They were on sale. I just want to scoop her up. She's such a good baby. And shedding so much. Oh, 25 milligram pieces. I see, I see. I would go through that too fast. After the song, we'll get into it. Meaty like a hot wing. You eat the whole thing down like a... Why would you do that? She's doing. What do you Look at this little thing. Oh. Okay. All Frankie. She has taken over the whole stream. My beautiful baby, I need this. I need this. BBL Frankie. BBL Frankie. Now, baby. I don't want to have to move you, but you broke up a cat fight? Well, I'm glad that you did. Are you okay? Okay. So I'm gonna call Chleepy in a moment. But basically, we're gonna talk about his Mizkif Amaru video. And the essay part specifically. Ooh. You're such a good baby. You're such a good baby. like sexual assault. I mean, Mizkif and the sexual assault allegations. I'll just tell him that I'm ready. Yes, baby. Come down here. Why don't you come down here? My sweet little baby. Come here. She doesn't want to. I'm gonna kiss you away. My Frankie. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please. Please get down. Please. Please. What am I supposed to do with this? I literally can't. I can barely move my mouse.
Something's just come to my attention.
Okay, I told him that I'm ready whenever
I'm
he
not happy
is.
about it. I'm not fucking happy about it.
Come on, baby.
He said talk too much, should be in jeopardy. Every Friday night I can see it's gonna be.
I don't want to take her out.
Sweet old town. I stopped there, fuck all, cause it ain't my run. Basically, I took the teddy, pick a floor, crushed it up, and then I sniffed it with some D&B.
Something's just come to my attention. It's a lovely drop.
Why is this place burn down? Is the place blow up? Is the crowd get fucked? Off my nut when I smoke that line.
Yeah, maybe Frankie has something to say. Hey, Joe.
Tell you all the truth, I gotta make it out. Yeah, he told me back here and he said blow it out. Telling me my songs are flu.
No but.
Cause I only drop bombs and news. Why so clever me? I bring the rhythm and the blues. I play the cost to be the boss, you see.
Something's just come to my attention. It's a lovely drop.
Why is this place burn down? Is the place blow up? Is the crowd get fucked? Off my nut when I smoke that line. And I feel so free, like I'm back at 03. Better off my nut.
It's a lovely drop.
Is every Skinner's Brothers and Arctic Monkeys cover? It definitely has influence. I just want to scoop her up. She's so beautiful.
I'm not happy about it. I'm not fucking happy about it.
You accidentally... Oops.
Something's just come to my attention.
Stop, stop, stop.
No peace.
Okay. Oh, also, another thing. I was in Queeman's chat, and he was watching the Anthony Fantano video, and he disagrees with my read on it. But also, to be fair, I haven't heard Halsey's actual album, so everything I said about Anthony Fantano stands, but I should listen to the album.
You could charge a higher rate, but he didn't find it funny. It was October, said you could wear them when you're hungover. Avert my eyes and shuffle.
So that's the thing that has to happen.
With one hand on the weed and another on the money.
I streamed for 9.5 hours yesterday. I feel a little Chleepy.
Back on the bus, scrolling past the shell shock and the floods. Bad news goes around like blood. He lost a limb every time he chopped the wood, so he gave up trying. Grew up in a hurry, never seen him laughing or crying. Life dipped and came back with a flurry, whilst he had one hand on the weed and another on the money.
Oh, I also I uploaded interview with the vampire up to season 2, episode 3. So catch up. The Halsey album isn't great, but it isn't horrible to the point of getting all pissy like Quintana was. Yes, rating it a 1. Queeman played a little bit of the songs, and yeah, they don't sound great, but are they a 1? That's just emotional, you know? And we watched The Substance, which was really good. We might rewatch it. I tried to fix the bots, but they're even more rape. I don't know how I did that. I'll try to fix it again. Smile too. I didn't watch. Did you watch the first one? I didn't watch it. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Hello. Ah.
What's going on?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I have reactive over me for some reason. Oops. One moment. Thanks for calling in. You're out and about.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm at home. I was going to go to the gym, and then I figured I'd just wait for your timing.
Cool. Well, thanks.
So you've got slightly better audio quality from me?
I mean, you're good. I think you're good.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, cool. So I asked you if you wanted to chat because I watched your Emaru Mizkif essay allegations video.
Yes. Yes.
So I thought, because you said in the comments, I'll just read your what you wrote in your comments so that people know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, go ahead.
Someone had written, I do, however, think that it was not only shitty for Mizkif to make a move on Emaru when she was at such a mental low point, and it seems likely to be sexual assault, as he did put his hands down there without consent. It's a big misread, and he did stop when she screamed. But overall, the chuds slinging shit at each other is hilarious. And you responded, I'll go into the claims further in the next video on the topic, but a couple things to note. They dated for a couple years. They were on again, off again around the time the alleged assault happened. And Mizkif and Emaru both claimed the relationship weighed on them mentally. To me, it's pretty clear they were physically comfortable with each other. They had certainly been hooking up, and it's likely that in previous instances where they hooked up, they were not formally requesting consent from each other before proceeding. In this case, she made it clear his actions weren't wanted, and he immediately stopped. I find it hard to fault him with anything. So the part that I disagree with is that it's a common justification that people will say that it matters the context of the relationship, if they were together, what their past sexual history was. But marital rape is illegal in all of the US and Canada. Like those arguments don't like hold up. And the main thing with this, I don't know what else she did. She might be lying about all the other stuff. It was weird. I don't know why she had a different story about the spontaneous, it being a spontaneous stream in the filings. But her description of what she said happened, he didn't deny any of it. He just said that he did the right thing. So, I guess I would like to know, what did you think before Mizkif's video? Because you said that you gave a lot of weight to Amaru and her claims initially.
Yeah. I thought it was, I mean, I'm going back like a year now to remember exactly what I was thinking, but I was more on the, like, again, these are two people telling slightly different sides of the same story, because they are pretty much agreeing on basically every detail.
Yeah.
The thing that I brought up is, are these people typically talking to each other like, okay, hey, I'm gonna put my hand in your pants, okay, we've been dating for like 2 years, like, hey, just so you know, like, I'm about to do this. Like, is that something that they're typically doing? I doubt it. And the only thing that was really like kind of oof for me is that Emiru describes it as aggressive, whereas I don't, like, does Mizkif attempt to dispel that? No, I didn't really see that.
He didn't
but
say
he also
that.
doesn't really he also doesn't really say that he was aggressive himself, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't really double down on, you're right, I was aggressive, you know? So I feel like the only term that's kind of making me feel a type of way is the term aggressive here. Like, what does that mean? But other than that, like, if these are two people that were hooking up a lot, if they were obviously dating for a while, the emotional thing where it's like, oh, Emiru was in a tough emotional place. Like, I mean, am I to assume that like Mizkif isn't able to have like tough emotional days also? Like, how, you know, I don't like Mizkif. I don't think that he's like an awesome guy. I feel like that goes without saying. But if we're gonna call someone like, you know, oh, you've sexually assaulted someone, I need more than, you know, two people that were hooking up or in a relationship for a while, on and off, yada yada. He puts his hand, you know, down her pants, and the second that she makes a reaction, he's like, oh my god, I didn't realize that that's not the same page that we're on right now. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that seems like a misreading of what the vibe was between them. And the second that he got different energy, he immediately retracted, pulled away, and moved on. I feel like what more do you expect from someone in that scenario, I guess?
Okay, yeah, a few of those things. Like, first of all, the aggressive part, I'm gonna say that if he wasn't aggressive, he would have said otherwise. Like, you know what I mean? If someone said that he didn't deny any aspect of what she said, he sandwiched it in with, I did what any man should do, and I did the right thing. Which is good that he stopped at that point. The problem is that it was too late. I didn't know what to think about the situation before Mizkif's video. I wasn't totally sure. But when I saw him talk about it, that reinforced to me, like, oh, like, I think a lot of times when we hear sexual assault, we assume that someone's like trying to assault them, or we think about it in the context of like, how should we punish this person? Does it rise to the level of SA punishment? When that's not what this is. Like, he might not have, like, I don't think he meant to assault her, but what she experienced was assault. You know, if what she's saying is accurate and he agrees that it is, him you know, shoving his hand in her pants and making her scream is literally assault. And so, like, I understand what you're saying. And typically, when it comes to verbal consent, usually people aren't doing that. Like, you know, saying like, oh, can I please touch your penis? Typically. But my idea is, it's not like he even went slow enough for there to be a nonverbal, okay, like she didn't have time to stop him, is what I was thinking. Like he went from zero to hand shoved in, you know? So it's like she experienced that happening. Yeah, go ahead. Hold
on. The one thing is she says aggressive, but doesn't really expand. Now, in fairness, if she feels she was assaulted, she may not want to expand. But if you're going to come out here with, you know, a prepared notes on notes, spontaneous sexual assault allegation, I feel like you should probably clear that up. On Mizkif's side, he should probably clear up what does she mean by aggressive? You know what I mean? Because you're right. He doesn't really say anything about that. Again, I'm not. Like I don't want to abuse innocent until proven guilty. There's not enough here for me to go in this moment based on everything I see. He sexually assaulted her. What it kind of seems, and also put hands down her pants, right? Did he like, if it's aggressive, and again, we don't have any specific details. Did he touch her? Did he like actually physically touch her?
You mean like inside, like genitally?
Genitally, even the skin, even anything, you know what I mean? Like what was, because aggressively hands down pants, I mean, we still don't know exactly what that is, right? That's like a very vague thing that's being said. Now, if I'm giving Emiru the benefit of the doubt, which again is hard to do with everything that's kind of been muddied, then yeah, like it definitely could be. But I just, again, do I want to say someone sexually assaulted someone because could be, like it could have happened? It's hard for me to go all the way on that type of claim.
Yeah, I think that it's reasonable. Like if that's why I'm saying like if what happened is accurate to how she described it, then she's describing sexual assault, like legally. So it's like I'm separating Mizkif and his intentions from it. Like I think the point is, since I think we usually think about it in a punitive lens, where we're like, okay, what do we do with the person who did the thing, instead of being like, oh, this is a thing that happened to that person. You know what I mean?
Reputationally also, like the stigma of so-and-so sexually assaulted somebody else, like regardless of if there's actually punishment, that stigma will you know, stay with someone for a long time.
That's punishment is what I mean. Consequence maybe is the better thing. Thinking about it in terms of like, what is the consequence to Mizkif for this, which I understand. And I can understand if you're talking about this situation, adding a lot of caveats so it's not like people think, oh, he like violently raped her or something. You know what I mean? So it can
I don't think anyone's going to come away with. I don't think anyone's going to come away with the idea that he violently raped her. I just think, again, this term sexually assault, like that's something that's got to be. I feel like it's got to be a little bit clearer than the way it's been described so far. So
you're saying that it's the term specifically that you think has too much weight in it to be able to use it in that way? I
think these are two people that every other day, every other week, we're doing exactly what happened that day. And the only difference is that she reacted differently. And when she reacted differently, he reacted differently. And I don't want to call that sexual assault. I just don't. That doesn't work for me.
Okay. You don't. I think you don't have to call it if you're not comfortable with what that.
But how do you feel about what I just said?
I understand where you're coming from.
Like if she doesn't scream, right, in that scenario, right?
Yes.
Is that then like if it's like any other Tuesday night where that same thing happens, but there's no reaction, right? And then they continue. Where does it become sexual assault for Emiru here? From your perspective.
It becomes sexual assault. Well, you know, this is a very gray area, which is why, you know, the details are very important in this, right? It could be, if things went slightly different, then who knows what it could qualify or not qualify as. I'm saying specifically in this situation, you know, he misjudged, he misread, and he inadvertently assaulted her. Like what he did was assault. So you don't have to call him like a sexual assaulter, but it is like legally sexual assault. And now I know she's not trying to go down this angle, and I don't think anyone should go after him legally in this sense, but that doesn't change what it fundamentally is. Because
I don't hate that perspective.
Yeah.
I don't think I agree, but I don't hate that perspective. Like I think a big thing that would clear this up is if Emiru came out and said, like, explained what she meant by aggressively put his hand down my pants.
Yeah.
That would like without warning, like it was there was nothing obvious because were they not like kissing? They were like on. He then like gets on top of her or something.
She said that he was kissing her face and suddenly got on top of her and shoved his hand aggressively down her pants.
Ooh.
While she was crying.
Was she reciprocating here?
No, she said specifically he climbed on top of me and started kissing my face and I let him. Like she
and
wasn't.
I let him.
She let him kiss her. So like the way that she like my thing was that like Mizkif, like it's the way she says it is very specific and describes like an assault experience, and he didn't dispute any characterization in it. He just said, I stopped and that's what I should have done. My argument is that, okay, but you went 0 to hand shoving in the pants, so you didn't even she didn't have an opportunity to tell you that she wasn't interested, you know? There was no time.
Well, okay. Well, in fairness,
Yeah.
she does kind of, right. A thing that she says here is she let him with the kissing. That's probably your opportunity if you're not interested in something sexual. Again, if these are two people hooking up for the first time, I'm 100%. I agree. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? Like you guys are making out for the first time and you're shoving your hand down her pant. What the fuck? It's a bit harder for me to have that same energy when these are two people that like have been consistently on and off in a toxic relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I said before, like it doesn't matter if you're married and you have sex every day. Like you can still it's still illegal to like assault that person, like to rape them.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm saying what makes this assault or doesn't make this assault, I do think has to do with the dynamic of the relationship for sure.
Yeah, and I think what she said when he started he suddenly climbed on top of her, so she's letting him kiss her.
Do you want to play her video on stream, like in
Sure.
Discord stream?
Yeah. What, from your video or from his? What do I?
From her breakdown, and then we'll watch his breakdown.
Okay.
Just specifically on this stuff.
Should I? I can just pull it from Mizkif's video, I think. That should be fine because he has it included. Because I don't remember what she said before that, like the pivotal part.
Yeah, that's why I haven't made like a full ass video breaking down what Mizkif said, because like I do think that that's got to be taken with a bit of care.
Yeah.
But it has to be said that like for the last I don't know, 8-9 months. Again, I don't like Mizkif, but for the last 8-9 months, there's been like this idea that he like sexually assaulted her, and that's like been circulated. And just as the details are presented, I find that like I find that like a mischaracterization of what's happened.
Let's see. Okay. I will share my screen with you. Okay. Let me make sure where we are in the transcript.
Oh, how's your you got like red font on there?
Oh, it's just I think it's a plugin or a setting.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this.
And I screamed. And when I
Wait,
screamed,
let me go back.
a crime.
Can you hear?
Here's what she said happened and what I did. She told her audience and later the court that what happened between us on one night was sexual assault, a crime. She named it on the live stream, where she made her own other accusations. Then she went over what she says happens that night. These are her own words, as quoted in my complaint. He started kissing my face and I...
Okay, yeah. He started kissing me in my face and I let him do it. And then suddenly he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hands down my pants and I screamed. And when I screamed, he jumped off me like a cat. So he's kissing her face, she's letting him kiss, and then suddenly he climbs on top of her. So it's like he's not on top of her, and then suddenly he's climbing on top of her and shoves his hand in.
Continue playing it?
Yeah.
I let him do it. And then suddenly he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hands down my pants. And I screamed. And when I screamed, he jumped off of me like a cat. Here's what I have to say about that plainly. I did what any man should do in the situation. She made it clear that she didn't want it, and I stopped. I respected her not consenting. I did the right thing in that situation. And look closely at her own account, because on the thing that matters the most, it agrees with me. The moment she reacted, I stopped.
Yeah, so we can keep playing
Continue
if you
playing.
want.
Hold on. Yeah,
Okay,
continue
yeah,
playing
sure.
for a second.
When I screamed, he jumped off of me like a cat. As her words, not mine. I did not push past her. I did not ignore her. The instant I understood that she was not okay, I stopped. I did not sexually assault her and deny it completely. Here's word for word from the transcript filed. In this case, is what I exactly said on that stream. This was never a confession, and it was denial. And I wrote, I knew the relationship wasn't healthy at this point. I knew we had to
Okay,
end
yeah, we can pause now because
Yeah.
now he's gonna get into the relationship.
Yeah.
I don't like that he's not refusing the term aggressive. First off, I feel like if you're gonna come out and refute this, I feel like that's a term that you've probably got to address. And I imagine he's gone over this with lawyers. Back it up a little bit more. I just want to
Yeah,
rewatch
sure.
this segment one more time.
How far to what he says or what she says? I
did
can
not-
just go.
Yeah, like 45 seconds I think should be
Respected her
enough.
not consenting
Yeah, let's.
and aggressively, and I
Okay,
let him
I'll
do
go.
it.
Yeah, this
Okay.
should
As
be good.
quoted in my complaint. He started kissing my face and I let him do it. And then suddenly he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hands down my pants. And I screamed. And when I screamed, he jumped off of
And
me.
so I don't like that he's not refuting this.
Yeah.
You might be a little bit more. Yeah, hold on. So, and suddenly he tried to climb on top of me. He tried. Does he? I mean, again, we're dealing with muddy details here, but he tried to climb on top of me. I'm assuming. I'm guessing this is all in one motion. Like he's putting his hand down her pants while climbing on top of her.
Yeah.
Is that how you read this?
I guess I imagine, yeah, like he tries to climb on top, like he goes to move to get on top of her and shoves his hand in at the same time. That's what I read that as.
I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's poor form. I'm still struggling with calling this sexual assault.
I think that's fine. I think, I think you can say like you don't know exactly enough, like you want to leave room.
I don't think he's heated up the oven here. You get what I'm saying? I feel like we got to preheat a little bit, and he's a little hasty.
Well, what if she didn't want to? She was like in the middle of crying over something else. So she's like crying,
well,
she's got tears on her
obviously-
face, and he's just like, so it's a bad time. It's a bad, like, okay, if he tried to cook, if he tried to heat it up, she'd have the opportunity to shut him down.
Yeah,
But
I would agree with that.
he didn't, and therefore that's why I'm saying like what he did, she experienced assault. So like I know you're a guy, you work out and stuff. So I think that like I'm 5'0", and I've had a lot of experience with just being out in the world in relation to men. I think that like it could be a little bit of the difference, and you can disagree, is like I know what it's like to be like have to do the formulation with the rape abacus of like, how do I be safe? You know what I mean? How do I navigate the world and not get assaulted or murdered or something? So it's like, there's that. So she is more vulnerable. Maybe like when you see this, like you're not thinking of like, she doesn't know what could happen. She doesn't know what could happen. She's not expecting it. It's like, she doesn't have time to even think about it. She's just responding. So the fact that he did something to generate a scream from her and not a no, not a no. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, in fairness though, with the kissing, she has an opportunity to say no, right?
Yeah, but kissing to genital touching is like very, you know, it's
For
very,
these, you think so for these two people? Like, you think, again, I understand, like, I agree. I think he's moving too fast just based off of this description and the fact that he's not denying it. But like,
well, also
I personally think I'd act a lot different, but I'm also trying to evaluate this as like objectively as I can here. I feel like if you guys are kissing, and again,
well,
this is
to
like
be fair, she said he's kissing me in my face and I let him do it. That's not them kissing each other.
Yeah, and I can't even deny that because he doesn't deny it.
Yeah, he doesn't deny it. So that's why I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, it could be different in reality, but just based on this statement and based on him not refuting anything about this statement is why I'm saying, okay, this is assault described and he's not denying it. He's just saying that he did the right thing, which is stop
So
after.
your view is he because he didn't communicate and because he was too fast, he sexually assaults her, realizes he sexually assaults her via her reaction, and then immediately gets off.
Yeah. Like he didn't
Would you say
necessarily.
that in that case, would you say that this is something like, now I know you want to separate punishment and what should be done about this versus the action itself. Do you think that Mizkif should be characterized as someone who sexually assaulted Emiru?
Characterized like that's a part of his legacy.
That when you describe this situation, you would say Mizkif sexually assaulted Emiru, right?
I mean, I would say, because I didn't even say that before this video. I think what I would say now is that he inadvertently sexually assaulted her because it didn't even occur to him. You know what I mean? But his idiocy doesn't change, like the intention of it doesn't change the fact that that's what
Involuntary
happened.
manslaughter type shit?
Yeah. The involuntary manslaughter of SA, perhaps.
Now, how does that? Okay, so now let's play a blurring the lines type scenario here. How much more does he have to do for the same reaction to not be considered sexual assault? Do you think, in your view? Because he's not refuting anything. You're 100% right. He's not refuting anything. So what does he have to do? So in this case, he started kissing me in my face. I let him do it.
Yeah. Which isn't
How
like
does that sentence
us
need to
kissing.
change? Exactly. It's not us kissing. It's you're kissing my face. You're kissing me. I'm not kissing you.
Yeah. I mean, there's a million different ways that he could have done it. I'm not saying like there are a billion ways that he could have done it consensually, but he didn't. You know what I mean?
No, I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, with the information that we're looking at right now, how would you? What are minor things that slowly could move this in the other
Into
direction?
the consensual direction.
Exactly.
Literally just slowing down and giving her the opportunity to stop him. I think, you know, like the issue is she couldn't even say no. So, you know, if you start, like if he starts moving his hand towards there slowly, you know, playing along the line of her pant waistband, giving
like
her the
touching her
opportunity,
leg, touching her hips, you
Yeah.
know, like getting
close to
yeah.
just slowly moving towards, you know, like instead of just diving straight in, just, you know, like put a finger around her waistband and see if she like puts her hand over your hand or if she lets you. You know?
Now, okay, here's another thing. Now we're completely dealing in like hypotheticals.
Yeah,
this has nothing to do with the argument, really.
Yeah, totally.
Let's say he puts his hand down her pants, but it's not on her pussy, okay? It's on her hip.
It's on her
How does that
hip.
change how you feel? Yeah.
It's on, like he's putting his hand on the side of her pants.
Yeah, like he's trying to slip her pants
completely
off.
away. Oh, he's trying to take her pants off?
Kind of deal, yeah. Like the hand goes in and
Like
it's at like
he's
the hip.
about to pull it down.
Yeah, and then she screams.
I that's a different kind of thing that I guess I'm
'Cause I
trying to
think-
visualize this
Yeah.
exactly.
He
'Cause
still
I need a
should
very
have probably
specific-
done more. He still should have probably done more in that scenario. But I'm talking like your right hip, like feel your right hip bone. If his hand goes down the pants on that side to pull the pants down.
I don't think that I mean that would still not be good, but I don't think this is in the same realm as that at all.
So it's a lot worse because obviously we're assuming because she doesn't really say where, but let's assume she put his hands down her pants, specifically like genital area. That's probably, we would agree that's significantly worse than like down towards her leg.
He's aiming towards, like he's going straight for it. You know, that's the image that I had. And if it was her hip, if I were Mizkif, I'd be like, you know, it was, you know, I just put my hand in her pants. I didn't shove it down, like, you know, like, because this is a very specific visual that we all agree when we read this. We are imagining him shoving it down, aiming for like her crotch, right? I don't think that the other thing would cause her to scream. So it's like, yeah, I mean,
well, we don't know. I don't want to.
That's totally true. That's true. I guess the fact
because
that
I wouldn't assume that she'd be okay with him just like randomly kissing her mid cry, right?
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that again.
Like you wouldn't assume that she would be comfortable having him kiss her mid cry, kissing her face. But like as she says, she lets him do it.
Well, letting someone and liking it isn't the same thing either.
I don't disagree, but also at a certain point, like if you want something to be like either sexual assault or not, it's if you can't let someone do something, like you have to make it clear, right? And that's and that's the one thing here is that when it was made clear, he jumps off. Now the question is, did he have to do sexual assault in order for her to make it clear? Which is fucking crazy.
No,
like, that's a crazy statement I just said.
If someone kisses me, I do not assume they're gonna just shove their hand down my pants. Like I would not assume that. Like from a normal person. And if someone's doing that, then they should
not immediately,
stop.
no.
Yeah,
not immediately.
Going from kissing to suddenly they're on top of you and their hand is like going to your vagina. That's a crazy move.
Yeah.
So
are we assuming like this is like a, let's say 20-second thing that just happened? Like she's crying, he starts kissing her, within like 10 seconds he's putting his hand down her pants. Is that kind of like the vibe we're getting here?
I don't know how long he might have been kissing. When she says he started kissing me in my face and I let him, like I don't know how long that happened, but it went from just kissing her face to, and then he suddenly tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hand down my pants, you know? So
because
like,
to me, when I'm hearing that it all sounds like a short amount of time, which I think is actually worse for Mizkif. Because I think
yes, I'm being generous to him. I'm being generous to him by assuming that he didn't just do it within 10 seconds, because that'd be even crazier.
Well, to be honest, that's the only way I can kind of see this happening, because like she's crying, right? She's got tears on her face, I'm assuming, maybe a little snotty, and he's like kissing her. How long is like he realistically gonna kiss her, like where she's letting him do it and not kissing back? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy to keep doing. But
like what,
I
like
think
several minutes of like kissing someone that doesn't want it or isn't making it clear that they're going to reciprocate. Like that's why I think that this is like a 10-20 second thing that happened, and then he kind of dives into it. I don't think he even considered that. Like I think he just wanted what he wanted and didn't even think about what she would want. You know what I mean? Like he just wanted her whole. I think given his character and what we've seen of him online, I don't think that that's a crazy thing to say.
Yeah. So like if a different situation would be a different situation. But basically like this also when you're a girl, and she's pretty small, like she's thin and whatever. So suddenly you have this man climbing on top of you and you're being covered by a man's body and he's shoving his hands down your pants. That's like a very abrupt and scary thing that can happen. Like once someone's on top of you, they can completely overpower you, especially if you're small. And also like the fact that he jumped up and like left because he felt like scared that he did something wrong, because he did do something wrong and he didn't even think that he could have. Like he wasn't expecting it, so he fled, you know? So like I think the fact that he felt like he did something wrong and ran away instead of even just figuring out like what's going on, like why did you scream?
I don't. Now we're going a little too far because I think that is an awkward situation when like, you know what I mean? I think yes, the right thing for him to have done is to have stayed, but like I don't want to, but I can sympathize with the idea that you know, something crazy just happened. His heart's racing because what the fuck? Like this girl that like me and her have been hooking up for 2 years, she just screamed when I tried doing something, you know what I mean? Because do you imagine that this is, I mean, if something like this had happened before, I'd imagine Emiru would have mentioned it. Like, do you think that this has ever happened before in their relationship?
I mean, I imagine that he is probably used to he probably sucks at sex and just, you know, jumps into it. Like,
from this, it's pretty clear that's probably what was happening.
Like, yeah. And in a different scenario, then like that could have been, you know, fine or bearable at least. I don't know. She might have been used to it. But in this instance, you know, it just wasn't. He read the situation wrong, and he accidentally, inadvertently, thoughtlessly, ended up doing assault to her. Like it occurred.
What would you say should be a punishment here? I know you don't like. I know you don't like the.
I don't think there needs to be punished. I think the punishment is that, you know, people know that happened. That's punishment enough in this. Like, if she doesn't have any other things she wants to do with it, you know, and it doesn't seem like she does. Like, I don't know what you would even do with that.
Well, she mentioned something about a police report, didn't she? Again,
Did she?
vague on these memories.
I don't recall.
Did she not?
That. No, I don't think so. No.
I could have sworn she said something about police.
I don't.
Maybe that's separate.
Oh, it might have been like a different thing with them. Like,
yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, maybe with like, I don't know, the phone thing or punching the wall or something. I don't remember. It's been a while since I looked at all of that.
Yeah, I think you've pushed me a bit. Towards this idea that this is sexual assault. Man, that's a crazy thing to have on your name.
Yeah.
In a situation where you're like, yeah, I don't even know how I would describe that, because I wouldn't feel comfortable saying that. Oh, Mizkif, yeah, he's sexually assaulted someone.
Yeah,
like, I would feel like kind of sketch saying that. You know what I mean?
Well, that brings to mind a certain level of something. Like, if that's all that you say, like, oh, he's a sexual assaulter, he assaulted someone, then people are gonna think something specific. But like, what people assume doesn't change, like what it is ultimately. So I understand like wanting to be careful with your, like, precise with your language when you talk about something. And, you know, people can misrepresent things all the time, you know, by taking something and making it look as if it's something else instead of it just being what it is. But I think also this is probably a good lesson for people to have. Just think about, you could accidentally violate someone's consent. Just keep it in mind, you know, just so you know, just because you don't mean to violate someone's consent doesn't mean that you won't. So just, you know, just keep it in mind. I'm not saying that you need to ask permission to touch every part of them. That's a thing that you work out with the individual, whatever. But if you don't deal with it at all, then you can end up assaulting someone when you don't mean to. So.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with what you're saying here.
So I just wanted to bring this stuff up because, like, I feel like people got a little manipulated by the presentation. You know what I mean? The presentation, and also a lot of just like social assumptions about like the dynamics of engaging with people sexually, you know?
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm also very wary of not throwing that term around lightly.
Yeah, that's
And
fine.
like I when I'm thinking, and I'm sure you can kind of understand this, when you're thinking about what a sexual assault is, it's like violating someone's consent. In this case, I almost feel like when consent was, again, we kind of agree that like consent was never firmly established at this point, because like had it been, because he doesn't have a firm yes, he also doesn't have a firm no. She's giving him vibes based on what we're reading here that she's probably not into it. You know what I mean? If she's
Yeah.
crying, she's got tears on her face, probably you don't step into, especially in the idea that it's like a 10 to 20 second thing where he's like immediately getting on top of her, shoving his hand down her pants. But again, the idea of like sexual assault, I view it as like a violation of consent. And I
to
feel
be fair,
like when it becomes clear, he does get off of her. And so it is hard for me to want to call him, you know, oh, you sexually assaulted Emiru. Like that's still, I almost want another word for what's being described here.
What about, like I said, inadvertently sexually assaulted her, or involuntary manslaughter of sexual assault? I mean, I add a lot of caveats. I will literally, I do just say things like that. I do just.
Well, no, I think that like the way we're describing it, like as an involuntary sexual assault, like I'm like mostly comfortable with that sort of terminology. I just don't think that that's something that I'd feel comfortable saying outside of like an ICO stream. Like I probably wouldn't put that on my channel. I feel like I feel like it's just a because immediately within like I don't know, 1 to 2 repetitions of that statement, it just becomes he sexually assaulted someone. And I just don't feel that that's like a fair characterization of what's happened here. You know what I mean?
Of him being labeled an assaulter.
Exactly. And at what point, I mean, we've kind of established at what point, but, you know, for the sake of argument, at what point does a miscommunication become sexual assault? You know what I mean?
Well, to be fair, there was no, it wasn't a miscommunication. There was no opportunity to communicate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but oftentimes these types of relationships, the communication is the physical touch, right? The kissing, the hands. And now his issue, I think we both agree, is that he, in terms of his hands at least, I mean, he's getting on top of her and he's putting his hand down her pants. It doesn't feel like there's any other foreplay or whatever the fuck. And he also, in his denial, he doesn't really add any details of his own.
Yeah, there's nothing that changes anything, and that's why I was like, oh, so you're confirming what she said, but you're just saying that you stopped after that. So it's like good that you didn't violently rape her and you know, instead of stopping, but you know, like it's like she didn't have the there was no question even posed. There was no there was no opening of potential communication of consent, like verbally, non-verbally. Like she couldn't even imply that she consented. You know, like he just kind of took over. So I understand like not wanting to participate in something where he's like labeled a sexual assaulter, like in general as a part of his overall character, is like a regular thing. But I think like that's not a reason to say that what he did wasn't sexual assault. You know what I mean? Like to go against it, to say, because initially you said that you couldn't find fault in what he did, or fault him. Really, what was it? Where did I just have it? Okay, yeah. You said, I find it hard to fault him with anything. But I think, you know, I think that you like, I just wanted to bring up these things, and I think you, like you said, you kind of are thinking about it a little more. Potentially.
I find it. Let me read this comment here. To me, it's pretty clear they were physically comfortable with each other. They had certainly been hooking up. It's likely in previous instances where they hooked up, they were not formally requesting consent. In this case, she made it clear his actions were and immediately stopped. I find it hard to fault him with anything. Yeah. I'd fault him with certainly poor communication, certainly rushing. Is it sexual assault? This is I guess we should be looking at sexual assault as like a spectrum. Is that what we're saying here?
Yeah. It's the full spectrum of sexual assault. You know, like, it's assault to go and spit on someone. Like, that's you know, if you go spit on someone, it's technically assault, right?
No, 100%. Yeah, I would agree that that's assault.
So what he literally did was sexual assault. It's just a matter of, like, it's an assumption of where on this, the issue is people assume where on the spectrum something is. It's like people, even when someone's, like, very careful to be like, I'm not saying, like, have you seen the Aiden stuff recently where people are talking about?
No, what's that?
Well, with Aiden, since he hooked up with Soul Skibbity, another streamer, when he went to London, and in DMs talking to Soul, he was saying that, like, you know, he wasn't completely in the right state of mind. I forget exactly what he said, but it was like that wasn't. He was saying that he wasn't accusing him of SA. He wasn't accusing him of anything, and he was like, I do not want anything to happen to him as a result of this. But I didn't like what he did. Something like that, to that effect.
Well, like he was drunk or something?
Yeah,
and
like
then,
he was really drunk and, like, you know, so that kind of thing. He's like, it wasn't assault. I'm not saying he did anything. No, I don't want anyone to treat him differently based on this. But I just didn't, like, he said this in DMs too. He didn't even reveal this. Soul Skibbity came out and said this. Like,
was Soul
revealed that
sober
this
in
happened.
this?
I don't know. I'm not sure. But the reason,
I think if he's sober and Aiden's not, I think that very clearly changes things, right?
I mean, I'm not going to assume that he was sober or anything, but my point in bringing this up is that you can't even bring up that you didn't like something, which he wasn't even the first one to bring it up. You can't even have that information out there that you didn't like something without people saying, oh, you're accusing him of SA, you know? Like, there were some people who were saying that, including to me. I don't know, some chatters complaining in other people's chats of, like, how dare you defend Aiden when he's trying to smear Soul Skibbity as a assaulter. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of is how I'm seeing the Mizkif situation as an example of something in that line of, you know, people have an expectation. If you say a certain thing, they'll be like, oh, you mean you're accusing them of, like, this level of action. Does that make sense?
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I just don't think that, like, obviously there's no perfect comparison. I just think that Aiden is very clearly saying that it wasn't sexual assault, but he regrets what happened and wishes things. Well, I guess he wishes Soul did something differently.
Let's see. Aiden, they had both been drinking. Aiden said he felt Soul was more sober. Yeah, I don't want to misrepresent what happened. So
that's a tough one, right?
Don't take anything that I'm saying as you know, I'm not super familiar. I just wanted to bring that up, and this is a guy.
It's also tough because like while I'm saying all this, I'm offering a lot of defense for like people that might be doing bad things here, because the reality is I'm sure there are people that weaponize being slightly less drunk to take advantage of someone. I am sure that's a thing, right?
Yeah.
And so did Soul do that here, and does it rise to the level of, I don't know.
Aiden said he felt like Soul manipulated him, but wasn't SA. Right. Okay, that makes sense. So it's like, but what I mean
think you're
is,
allowed to say that.
Yeah, exactly. But there's still people who are like, you're accusing him of sexual assault and you're ruining his reputation. You know, that's kind of how things go in these spaces when these topics kind of come up. So that's why
Yeah,
I try
no, I don't
to
think
separate.
so. I don't view it that way.
Yeah.
The other thing is, I'm sure people are doing that. I'm sure people are saying like, "Oh, Aiden,
Yeah.
you're accusing Soul of rape." But like, here the issue is that like, Emiru literally is accusing him of sexual assault.
Yeah, but he did assault her. I bring this up to say that.
Yeah, but in that same way, like, could you not say if Soul was? Hold on, I switched my AirPods. 1 second. One of my AirPods died. Sorry, 1 sec.
It's all good.
Sorry, dead air.
It's all good. They can sit in silence. Sit with their
Okay, can you hear me?
thoughts. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
I don't recall. I think.
Aiden, Soul.
Yeah.
So,
What I was saying is because of situations like this, that's why I try to be very specific in separating what I think about the person who did it versus the action of like what's actually taking place versus the implications, like the consequences of, you know, how we read what literally happened. So, but yeah, so I mean, I try to be very specific when I talk about things. Like when I'm talking about, that's why, you know, I'm just interested in like things like this where I feel like someone like Mizkif was able to like manipulate people a little bit with his framing, his presentation, and led people to see it as if he's disagreeing with what Emiru said happened when he's really not.
I am curious, not that the courts are always perfect or that they're always a representation of reality, but I am curious to see, because he's suing her for defamation, right?
Yes.
I am curious to see how this claim will get treated.
Well, I'm
What do you-
interested.
well-
Yeah, because then she'll
Yeah.
have to, like, she might have to actually go into it further to be like, I didn't defame you. So who knows what's going to come out? I feel like, you know, we don't have to come to a solid conclusion now because we will probably get more if the, you know, unless it's like a closed, it shouldn't be closed. We should get all of the documents as time goes on, right? I think Mizkif said that he was going to either way. So yeah, who knows? Maybe she'll reveal more and it'll be clearer. We'll see.
So to summarize, you
Go
view
ahead.
it as like the action as described by both parties, regardless of, you know, legality, this, that, the other thing. You feel it's one, like this is just objectively as described sexual assault. Like this is definitionally you violated what the
Definitionally, legally, yes. Yeah.
I think I'm close. I think if if she says, okay, I know I'm kind of pushing a lot here.
It's okay.
But I think if I get the term I was groped, you know what I mean? That will clear it up very clear. Listen, putting a hand down the pants, I have an assumption on what that means.
Yeah.
I assume he grabbed her cooch. All right. If that's the case, it is hard to say. Again, if he's rushing through this. If he grabs her cooch rushing through it, doesn't have like the right vibes. It's not like a consent change. There's no consent that was like kind of established between the two. Yeah, if there's a cooch grab there, that could be sexual assault.
Yeah.
But
But we'll find out more later, probably.
Yeah. Would you say so? I'm not gonna retract what I said.
Yeah.
But would you? Because I think at this point, the thing is, you're not gonna like this because it has nothing to do with the definition. But there is innocent until proven guilty. That is like a thing, and as much as I'm willing to say, listen, I can I can see this as sexual assault. I just don't feel like I wouldn't want to say that publicly. Obviously, we're on stream right now, but I wouldn't want to say that publicly on my platform.
I understand. I think
I am
it's more
so open to changing if more details come out about this.
I think the reason why I said this is because you were kind of like saying that it didn't sound like he did something wrong. So, just more stuff for you to think about. I'm not trying to
Did something wrong? I don't think I could go that far. I think that the way that he's done everything obviously is wrong. Like I think that there's a way to, get a sexual interaction started. I think that, it does require time. So did he do something wrong? Absolutely. Is that wrongness sexual assault? No. Like
we'll probably find out in the future.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
We don't have to say it happened yet.
As of July of 2026, I'm gonna say no. But if more comes out, I am super open to changing my mind.
Okay, yeah.
I really changed my mind. I was pretty much leaning that direction towards Emiru, and now I've kind of leaned more towards Mizkif. So I'm willing to be swayed.
Yeah, when more information. I just wanted to say because of I find it hard to fault him with anything, and it's like, well, there's stuff to fault him for, so that's why I wanted to.
Maybe that's bad. Yeah. Maybe that's bad. Actually, I will edit that comment.
You can say I don't know.
Fault him with anything? Yeah, no.
Yeah, just something to think about. As I don't think that.
Something to change. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think about it. I think that's something to change because fault him with anything, that's clearly inaccurate. I'd say.
Cool. Yeah. But I'll be interested to see how. What you think in the future when more information comes out. Maybe we can revisit it.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what we get.
Yeah.
And like how much we get, because I honestly, I wonder how far this goes, because I feel like with the Asmongold stuff, because wasn't he suing Asmongold for defamation as well? Like, what didn't that just get dismissed? Like,
I'm
nothing
not sure.
really happened.
I wasn't paying attention to. I don't really look at Asmongold stuff because he's so fucking cursed.
Yeah.
So
I see it as good content.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess I just like finding things that I think might be not noticed so much, or if I'm snarking someone, But Asmongold, it's just people like that are just depressing to me because I feel like there's people like you covering it already, so I can like watch if I want to, but I don't have something extra to offer to like cover it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
real.
Yeah.
I think he offers such a awesome attack vector for somebody like of my persuasion. So I appreciate what he offers as a complete fucking loser.
No, totally. It's really nice to have you as an addition to the flavors of things that are going on, the different genres of what someone could bring. I think you're a great figure. So cool.
Thank you, Aiko.
Thanks for the content. Thanks for the chat.
Anytime. Are you kicking me off? Is that what's going on here? Are you trying to switch topics?
I thought that you were. No, I
feels
thought
like you're soft launching, getting me off of the stream.
No, I'm not soft launch. No.
I still have like 10 minutes I can give you here.
Okay, cool. Other thoughts? What else is going on with you? What are you thinking?
I'm not as well. I kind of want to stay a little bit more on the Mizkif stuff because I still have to. I watched the video like quickly a couple days ago, and that's why I haven't made a video about it. And then I rewatched the segment specifically that I talked about at the beginning of the video. Dude, I think while I'm saying I don't think he's like somebody who sexually assaulted someone, I think it's impossible to not view him as a completely deranged person. Like, this is a fucked up human being.
Yes.
And there's like a history of absolutely fucked up shit. Have you ever seen that clip of Maya Higa talking on that podcast? She's in like a very nice dress, by the way. And she's talking about an ex-boyfriend who would like speed and say that like they're going to kill both of them. And it's like... and then you pair that with like that one video of Mizkif beating the fuck out of Mitch Jones.
Oh yeah.
Watch the way he stops the car. If you want to pull that up, let me see if I can find it. When he gets out of that, so he's driving. They're in a suburb, and he is fucking bombing down the road in the suburb, and you can hear the tires screech as he stops the car so that he can pull Mitch Jones out and beat the fuck out of him. I like it's insane. Like this person.
I think I have it. I think this is it.
This person is an insane person. Like I appreciate what they did, in getting some of the tech toe and stuff. That ball rolling.
Yes. Yes.
But outside of that, there is nothing redeeming about this freak.
Absolutely fucking true. Wait, I'm
play the shit. Listen to how he pulls up.
Zoom in. Okay.
I was at his house, we were arguing, and then I asked him for a ride home. Get in his car, we're still arguing, and that's when we drive past this part of the neighborhood where the camera caught the assault. And I have the evidence right here.
Damn.
Listen to that shit.
That's crazy.
Bro, so when you pair that up with what Maya was saying, this guy is a fucking maniac.
Yes.
I know he's been on steroids in the past. I don't know how much that has to do with it, how much just his personality. You've seen him like hit women, obviously for content, but dude, like he is a maniac. Like I don't want, and so honestly, I'm kind of convincing myself a little bit further with the sexual assault stuff because it lines up when you think about him rushing, but. Dude, fucking
like
maniac. Listen, play that back one more time. Play that back one more time, please.
Okay, cool. And then I'll play the part. It has the beating him up too.
Get in his car. We're still arguing, and that's when we drive past this part of the neighborhood where the camera caught the assault, and I have the evidence right here.
Bro, he's a nutcase. He's a fucking nutcase.
It's getting out.
So that was right before the assault. This is directly after the assault.
Trash! Want to do it again? Huh? You said you could take me 7 times. You didn't listen to yourself, you're drunk and on cocaine. I tried to talk to you as a friend, you're treating me like shit. You figured you're gonna kill myself. And all you can say is fuck you. It's all you do is say fuck you. You
broke my tooth.
You said come on. You pulled me out of the car, you said let's go. You can't say let's go.
So I got.
You can't say he broke his tooth. That's so fucking crazy. Guy's a fucking
it sounds
maniac.
like in that video, just like listening to it, it sounds like Mizkif was looking for any excuse to fight Mitch Jones. Mitch might have said something in the car, like "let's go" or something, and then Mizkif stops the car, gets out, wanting to beat his ass. Mitch is like, "Dude, I do not want to fight," and then he gets assaulted.
Mizkif was sober and Mitch was wasted. Here, Mizkif was supposed to be his designated driver. That's
clearly because he's saying you're high on coke. You're drunk and you're high on coke or something. Like he literally says it.
That's crazy. Yeah. So
now, if you want to pull up this video that I just sent you, I just think that these two videos go so fucking hand in hand.
Anyway, there's something about being trapped in a car with an angry, aggro man that is like the absolute most helpless thing. Dude, I did a guy that would go like 100 miles an hour on the, like we would fight in the car, which was never my decision. Like it just always like happened. Like we just would like fight in the car and then he'd go like 100 and I would like literally like beg him to slow down. I'd be so scared and I'd cry and then he would not slow down until I apologized.
Whoa.
So then I started driving only. Like I wouldn't let him drive me anywhere. But then if we'd get in a fight while I was driving, he would like pound my ceiling in my glove box. He would like scream and like hit the ceiling and like hit the glove box and just like scream.
Like who else
profanity.
could this be? Like you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, this is absolutely fucking Mizkif. There's no.
She doesn't want to name names, but like this guy's a fucking demon.
Yeah, she doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Should I play the rest?
He would like just call me terrible things while he was doing it.
She looks good in that dress, eh?
And then I'd pull over and
She
be like, get out
does.
of my car, and he'd be like, no. And then I
She's
was
a
like,
very
well,
pretty woman.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Because what am I gonna do?
Why does she end up with a loser like that?
He seems like he's very manipulative.
Probably manipulation. Probably they're both streamers. It was just good stuff. It ends up happening. Like you can kind of see how it happens. Yeah. I'm not. I understand how pretty women like Maya end up with losers. I understand.
Yeah, so I think with this, keeping these things in mind, when Emery says aggressive, you can imagine.
Man, again, no, this is the thing. I don't think that's not when I hear aggressive, I'm thinking he put his hands down her pants aggressively.
Yeah.
But I don't think you think he was like I don't know, screaming at her or you know what I mean?
No. I mean like the way he drives. The way he drives, the way he beats
his personality.
Just like I just imagine fast. Yes, just like an unbelievable level of fast, like a level of fast that you and I could never achieve. Like we don't have unless we did crack, maybe. Who has the propulsion that he does? I mean, he's kind of small. He might have to leap places.
Yeah, he is a short guy.
Yeah.
But he's been on roids for real. Like that's a real thing. He's talked about it and he's rep the gym and shit. And the more I'm talking about this, the more I'm like, he probably did some fucked up shit. But
he's a fucked up guy overall, I think can be agreed. But it wasn't just you. I saw some other people say like, oh, Mizkif did nothing wrong. Emru lied about everything, and it's like, well, he didn't even say that was a lie. So
yeah, no, I wouldn't go that far. I think that there are other claims that are like 100% valid. My biggest issue again is at times like I have been willing to call people, you know, rapists or people that have committed sexual assault. Obviously, Tectone comes to mind. But yes. I do treat that with like extreme care. Like I do not feel comfortable just calling anyone that.
Yeah, that's totally reasonable.
And in this scenario, like it's close, man. It's close. I think you've pushed me very close to saying it. I just don't know if I'd feel comfortable going with that.
I think it's totally reasonable to wait for more information. You know.
Real.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but. I mean, again, these clips, they're in the back of my mind. Like, I don't even have to like have them downloaded or anything. Or I haven't talked about this guy in ages, right? But these clips are impossible to forget. When you tie shit like this together, they just become like, okay, the Maya clip, the Mitch Jones clip, they go hand in hand. How like painting a picture as to how fucking insane this person is.
Also, like how you remember he like shoved this old cheese in her face, Maya's face or something like that. Do you remember that clip?
No, can you bring that up? Dude, I was actually recently I saw a clip on Twitter of Maya shaved her head and fucking Miz was being such an asshole. And listen, I'm cool with like ribbing. I think it's fine if you want to like, you know, piss off your girlfriend a little bit. But like it got to a point where you could see she was like very clearly not enjoying it. Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Isn't it crazy? Two of like the biggest female streamers in like the last 10 years dated Mizkif. It's fucking insane.
Crazy. I can't even. That just really speaks to the insecurity and lack of self-worth that a lot of women have. Okay, have you seen this?
No.
Okay. I forgot that it's to Amaru. I thought it was to Maya.
Trouble.
Why? What did I do?
A chubby found something that's yours.
Huh?
Show chat.
Ew! What the
That's
fuck?
yours. It's literally yours.
It's moldy cheese.
That's mine? I'm sorry, I didn't know it was in there.
Then why'd you buy it? Why don't you show chat?
So he's kind of off rip pause. He's embarrassing her on stream.
Yes.
Like he's saying, look, and this is the other thing.
Look what you've
First
done.
I think I've kind of said this a couple times. I think Emiru is probably a very dysfunctional person.
Yeah.
Like Mizkif tells these stories about her bunnies. I'll be real. I could totally see it. Like I don't know if you've ever you seen that video where he's talking about like how they're like poorly kept. There's like shit everywhere.
I think maybe a little, but that makes me really sad. I don't like to think about it. But I believe it. Sure.
I believe it 100%. Like, I don't think either of these. Well, listen, I don't think Emiru is nearly as capable of damage as a Mizkif, but I don't think either of these people are remotely
good
functional.
people.
Like, Yeah, not good.
or functional.
I don't want to say Emiru's like a bad or a good person. I think he's morally ambiguous. Like Miz clearly strikes me as like a bad person.
Yeah.
But like, they're both clearly dysfunctional. Like clearly, some sort of mental shit going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look at what he does to her. It's real shit. Let's go.
Ew, bro. Ew.
Show chat.
No, I don't want to touch it. Ew.
You see it, chat? It's fungus.
Are you sure that's mine?
Yeah.
I don't remember buying that, which means if I did buy it, it's been
This
there
is
for a
not
long
even like.
time.
I don't even know how. It looks like it's evaporated.
Ah.
This is gross.
Is he gonna put it in her
Wait.
face?
Yeah, he does.
Or just
in
the
a second.
bag?
No, he does in a second.
Oh my god.
Keep it right in your face. You have to stare at it the whole time.
Jesus.
He like pulled it open.
Oh no.
And he's just staying with it.
Dude, she's so uncomfortable, bro.
Yeah.
What are you winning?
Yeah.
He fucking XQC. XQC is fucking moving shit around.
Good.
That's annoying.
That's it?
Oh, they synced.
No, there's. I need the original.
Yeah, it's not good optics. I think.
This is not good optics.
Clearly, Clearly,
I shouldn't have looked at an XQC. He just keeps shoving it in her face while she's on stream, and she's like, "Leave me alone."
I need to see it.
Yeah. I'll look for it for another
Thank
time.
you.
But
another time. Okay,
Another
hold on. You
time.
talk about something. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Okay.
You do stream.
Okay, cool. Emeru is friends with Asmongold. That's not something you be if you totally on the straight and narrow. She seems like maybe not a terribly morally grounded person.
Yeah, I don't think she factors that in one bit. I think
Yeah.
that this is. You also have to remember these are both streamers. They're both people that are making money together. And again, like I said, I think Emiru is a dysfunctional person. I don't think at a certain point, you have to look at what you value more. Do you value somebody's political shit? Stuff that people online care about, or if you're somebody who's already, rich, but you're kind of like, Emiru, I don't think Emiru is like a super famous person. Like, I don't think that she gets all that many views, you know what I mean? On stream or whatever. Like, I think that her career, I don't think that she'll ever, at some point she's going to fall off. But I don't think she's as famous as people think she is. Like, I think a lot of her shit's botted.
Oh,
Probably
yeah. All of those
in
Twitch
association
people.
with-
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that, man, like there's good business with Asmongold. There's good business with OTK. Like these, it's and these are friends that you can trust, right? Like I don't think Asmongold would sell Emiru, throw her under the bus or whatever the fuck. Same with Tectone. Like I bet you Tectone's ride or die for Emiru. Now all these freaks probably have their own,
reasons.
sexual whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Emiru probably views these people, and also Emiru's had a fuckload of stalkers and shit, right? She's probably looking at these people like, okay, these are my friends that care about me. Like, I'm, fuck the optics, fuck the politics. Like, I'm gonna, double down on these people. Which, in some ways, you can, respect. Like, but in other ways, you look at it and you go, okay, I understand why she's, not dissociating with these people. Which,
I guess I would respect it more if she was like, yeah, that happened. And they're still my friends. Yes, Tectone did, a judge did find
a
that.
rapist.
Yeah.
Racist. I fuck with both of them anyways. Like, just own it,
Yes, exactly.
I think that's where we disconnect with her.
Yeah, definitely. Because you can't change people like that,
No.
You can't change anyone. I think it's good to just point out if you notice something, keep it in mind. It's fine if she wanted to be friends with them, but she should clarify her politics and what Tectone did. I don't think she has politics. Do you think she has any political views at all? If she does, I feel like it would just be parroted.
Yeah. If she does, it's like it's not something that she thinks about very much. Like I'll just be honest, she's a bimbo. Like I hate to be like
she's not like
there's not much going on upstairs. She's one of these girls that's like hyper fixated on her, age regression, her cosplaying and whatever else the fuck, like, and her video games. But like I don't I don't see anything else going. There's not active thought processes about like
I
what
don't
she
think
wants,
there's a lot.
you know.
I think it's probably an echo inside if you yelled in her ear.
Well, like, I don't want to go that far. I just think that
I
like
will.
politics is not a type of like thought process that she's like engaging in.
Or it's like you don't even have to. It's not even so much like politics. It's like it's not separated. Like politics used to be like almost a thought experiment for people that talked about it, you know.
Mhm.
But now it's like it's literally happening everywhere, all around you, you know.
Yeah.
So
I don't think she even has the thought experiment.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, yeah.
Exactly. So she doesn't have, but what I mean is even like it's different for someone to have opinions on what's happening like presently around us in our faces versus like talking about more abstract politics or like positions.
I found
or
a
something.
link.
Okay, yeah.
I found the link. I don't think he ever really puts it in her face.
Oh, he doesn't?
Like that.
Am I wrong?
You might be.
Am I misremembering it?
Yeah, like it's obviously close, and like she feels uncomfortable and embarrassed that like she let this thing rot in the fridge and now she's being outed, but it doesn't seem like it gets in her face like that, really.
Chat, you're show and tell.
Ew, bro.
But I mean, shit, like it's so easy to misremember shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't take it that as that big of a deal.
Yes.
This is where okay, I'll play the last minute of
They
this.
said they want it. Here. Take it.
That's disgusting.
Slap it on the screen.
He's just doing this to humiliate her.
I've never seen moldy cheese like this. This is the most disgusting thing in the world.
Yeah, that's gross.
This is gross.
Yeah, bro, she wants no part of this. Oh my god.
He's opening it.
Leave
I
Abby
will say,
alone and throw it
I will
away.
say though,
Okay.
I will say,
Yeah.
I do feel like, I am Rob. Like I when I talk about Emiru in these scenarios, especially, she does appear like somebody who like barely has any agency, but like also, am I like supposed to evaluate her that way as somebody who is not able to advocate for themselves? Like, should I treat her like she's a fucking, I don't know, retarded child? Like
No.
like,
No.
you know?
No, I don't think. I think it's more like
Even though I
understanding.
kind of think she is. I kind of think
Yeah.
like she's not quite Mama JF, but it's close, man.
Yeah. Well, what I mean is like you kind of see. Like she doesn't seem like someone that is probably terribly great with advocating for herself, but I have no idea. I think it's just I'm just looking at it on a basic level because you know, like he just someone can do something to you, like someone can assault you and you not feel traumatized or like even care. You know what I mean? Like she definitely has agency. I think she just acts like a kid. My 2026 thing is do not infantilize adults, especially not adult men. That's my personal 2026 rule.
What do you mean adult men? Why not? Why only men? Huh?
No, I said adults, especially adult men, because I do tend to infantilize.
Why especially adult men? Huh?
Because listen, I'm gonna be 41 next month, and I have
Aren't
been.
you?
Yes, and all the people, you know, there's so much younger people in this space, and they're mostly guys, right? So I definitely think that I've accidentally swept for a lot of people by just infantilizing them and be like, oh, well, they're like young, they're immature, they're whatever. When in, like with
Okay,
Harry,
you're saying especially guys because of your experience
yes,
here.
because of me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My
You just
this
do
is
that
my
more
rule.
often.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm around more guys really, so yeah. But
Okay, I'll
let me play
stay
the rest.
here and I won't throw it away. I got you, dude.
Dude, just throw it away. It's so gross.
I'll do the exact opposite. I'll stay here and I'll just keep it right in your face so you have to stare at it the whole time.
Let's run them over.
What, are you winning?
Yeah.
Are you actually good?
No.
Why do you look like you're in distress?
'Cause you're stressing me out.
Okay, then he leaves. Okay, good. All right, he didn't. I like recalled him, like putting it in her face, like with it open. But, you know, still pretty gross. It is like rubbing a dog's nose in its mess. What do you think about that? Same vibes?
Yeah, to a degree. I don't think thankfully he doesn't really rub the dog in this case.
Yeah, I mean like it's a very gentle like it's
a
of that
fucked up thing to do on the
vibe.
stream.
Yes. It's a shaming vibe.
I think it's funny if you do it for like 15 seconds.
Yes.
But like that's like a 2.5 minute clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, you know. Sorry, I'm just editing my comment.
No worries. More held it on the under the dog's nose. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, but do you know about her potentially the grooming allegations against her with like that girl?
No.
Bonnie.
Oh, Bonnie?
Yeah. Weren't people saying that? Like, I'm not saying that she did. I'm just saying that I like recall people saying something about her.
Yeah, vaguely. I never really looked into it. I was
Yeah.
like waiting for somebody to make a video about it.
Yeah.
This is a terrible mindset. Nobody should have this mindset. In fact, Shamu, if you're listening, you should like do exactly what you did with Tectone, but with Mizkif, where you collate every single fucked up clip that you can find of him. But oftentimes, if there's like not a like, I will. If I find that I connect with the story, I'll look into the story myself. But on stories where I'm like, do I really care if Emiru at like, how old was she? 21? If she like got with or was like flirting with somebody who was like what, 17?
I think she was
16.
15.
How old was she?
I think she was 15.
15's fucked.
Yeah.
15's not good. But again,
But if that's,
so I don't even remember.
if that's the case, that's just my recollection offhand. Yeah.
I'm not like I hate to say this. A 21-year-old and a 15-year-old, that's horrible. I think because it's two women, I just care less. And so it's like, unless somebody makes the video, I'm not going to fucking look at I don't give a fuck. Which is like not good.
care.
Not good.
That's fair. Listen.
Not good at all, but yeah.
I mean, objectively, that's not the correct thing objectively,
it's
but
not
it's
kosher.
not your interest. It's fine. I'm not interested in a lot of stuff, you know? It's like as far as pursuing a thing, like I wasn't interested in enough to pursue that. Like I don't remember where that came from. It's a couple years ago. Did they actually do something sexual IRL? I think they ended up dating, but don't take take everything I'm saying with a huge spoonful of salt, because I'm talking about what I recall from like a couple years ago or something. So but yeah, all these streamers are fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, especially the ones we're talking about here.
The Twitch aristocracy.
Man, I don't know how people stream every day. I literally like
I streamed for 9.5 hours yesterday.
it's insane.
I'm
It's
so
insane.
tired.
I don't know how.
I'm doing music video reviews after this, so
I mean, you know what? If you're doing music video reviews, I think I could probably do that.
you want to do that? You want to do that with me?
No, I don't have
Are
the
you-
time. I have to go.
Oh, okay. I
have
thought
to
you
go to
meant
the gym.
that
Sorry.
you could do that right now.
Generally,
Oh, no,
yeah.
no. I was just, if you wanted to, I was going to invite you, but no. I thought that's what you were saying. But yeah, no. Yeah, go to the gym, have fun. I'm going to do that. Yeah, thanks for the chat. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
No problem.
When do you stream?
You've given me lots to chew on and think about.
Awesome. That's what I wanted. When do you stream?
I think he raped her. Actually, I think it's over.
Okay.
Yeah, no, honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna make a video on the full thing. I'm gonna think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Because
it's also
it's a fuckload of info.
it is. Yeah.
I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah. Wait, when do you stream? You stream sometimes. Do you have a schedule?
Every Monday, 10
Every
p.m.
Monday? Okay.
Eastern
cool.
Standard Time. Be there or be square.
Awesome. Well, I'm not streaming tomorrow, so I'll stop by for sure.
Hell yeah. And then I want to do the kick streams like randomly.
Yeah.
When I have time, but yeah, YouTube once a week. Probably never more than that. Maybe twice at most. Probably not though.
Okay, cool. Oh, you have a kick, right? Then I'll
Yes,
I'll follow.
kick.com/Chleepy.
Okay, cool. I will follow
Alrighty.
you. All right. Well,
Thanks for
the
having me
chat.
on.
I'll talk to
No
you
worries.
soon. Bye.
Adios. See ya.
Okay, cool. Hello. Welcome back. I think that was productive. Let me... I will play...
I like Jessica Pistol Pussy Lips. How about that? How's that grab you?
Oh my god, was she here for that?
Wait, how is that better?
That's
We're naming
disgusting.
someone specific pussy. Okay.
Jessica, do you still want me to lick your pussy? It's kind of like...
The C is for consent.
Thank you, Passashock. Everyone say thank you to Passashock for... Frankie's looking at me. For the saving you from all Tommy C alert stream tomorrow. Very base, very pog. Thank you, thank you. And everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please like the stream. How did we feel? What did we think? Hey Urs, hey Post Hominid, Passashock, anybody. But yeah, I think good, productive. That's really what I wanted to do, you know? I just wanted to like present these things, see if it
Like
give him something to think about, you know? Present information. Like I don't try to change hearts and minds. I just try to present information and see if it changes anything for them or not. But yeah, very cool. And thank you, Gray, for 38 months of gender personing. All right. Guys, please. If you're on Kick, if you don't mind liking the YouTube stream, that would be cool. That would be fun and cool. We are going to go to Kick because it's time for music video reviews. So after you like the stream, head on over there. And then we can listen to the real music video playlist. Okay. But if you're not coming to Kick, I mean, you should. I'm gonna assume everyone's coming to Kick, but in any case, I'm gonna take tomorrow off. And I'll be back the next day, which is Tuesday. Cool. 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 I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. I don't think so.
Like, I don't know if you guys have this experience, but I have pedophiles in my family. Like, I have pedophiles that I have to fucking break bread with every now and then. They were pedophiles in the past, right? Offending pedophiles. In my family. We all have to kind of deal with people who have an attraction to children, who have unhealthy attraction.